The world's coming this way now. Hello world of YouTube, Sparky here from Sparky Rides Again. Now on the little Kawasaki once again, just can't get enough of it, love riding it because it's jolly good fun. Right, today's subject is going to be how the law has changed over the years about legal limits on motorcycles, i.e. what age you can be, what you can ride, da-di-da-di-da. Now when I started many years ago, back in the 70s, 1973 to be exact, I was allowed to go out and buy a 250 motorcycle, which is what I'm riding now. Not the same one obviously. Without any training. The only bike you could have ridden before, I mean I used to ride dirt bikes and what have you, but you could have only ridden a bicycle. And from that non-training aspect, you could go out, buy your 250 and basically go out and kill yourself. Because you had no training whatsoever, no CBT, nothing. You could just go to the dealer, buy your bike, hand your money over, he'd wheel it out on the forecourt for you, shake your hand, say thank you very much sir, and off you trot, whether you could ride it or not. Now probably the majority of us all jumped on them. We'd all been on probably dirt bikes or some sort of stripped down motorcycle in a field somewhere to get a bit of riding experience, but that in no way helped you with road knowledge. So we're all out there racing about like lunatics, like you do when you're 17 and 18, and didn't really have a clue about the highway code until you wanted to sort of pass your test and get a bigger bike. So probably about a year you'd be out there oblivious to the rules of the road, and it's a wonder, it really is a wonder, that more people weren't killed. And you can sort of see why they changed it to 125, 17 and a CBT before you take it on the road. There's your training, or your, well, it's not a lot of training, but at least it teaches you a bit of balance and running out the cones and all that old rubbish, and it sort of teaches you a little bit of road sense, a bit of road craft, shall we say. So that's the difference between then and now. There's lots of other differences too. 1973, when I first started riding, was the year that it became compulsory to wear a crash helmet on a motorcycle. Up until then, it was the choice of the rider. Now, I've always worn a crash helmet, apart from when I was a kid, riding around a field. But on a road, I wouldn't dream of going out without a crash helmet. But people used to go on motorbikes without crash helmets. Get the wind in their hair, as they say. So I don't know, imagine that now on something like an R1, no crash helmet, whizzing down the motorway at whatever godforsaken speed it does. bear thinking about really. And of course 2 years before that, in 1971, is when they changed the law restricting learners to 250s. And before that, you could ride a 650 on L plates, or whatever size motorcycle you could get hold of. But yeah, you could ride it on L plates. Watching him, I'm going to go at the back of him. So it's all changed over the years, and I think it's probably changed for the better really. You know, I know some people moan about having to start on 125s, and I think you're restricted to them for 2 years if you're 17. But 125s nowadays go a lot faster than 125s did when I had one. You know, when I was riding 250s and other kids had 125s, but they probably go as fast as 250s used to when I had them. So there's no real gripe there, I don't think. You know, you've got to learn your trade, as I say. So yeah, that's the differences between then, back in the 70s, and now. So it makes no difference to me, because I passed my test back then, so I can ride whatever I want. I could go out and get an R1, but one, I can't afford one, and two, I think over the years you get a bit more common sense, and common sense told me I've not ridden for a long time, so retrain yourself basically back on your 250 like you did for a year or so when you was first learning to ride. So that's that subject covered. I think if you've got any questions or comments, comment in the box below, in the comment box. Please like the video, share the video, dislike it, whatever you like to do, and subscribe to the channel, because the more subscribers we get, the more videos I will make. Scooty scoot. So yeah, please like, subscribe, do whatever, and I'll see you again next time. Cheers, bye bye now. All this poxy traffic is down to Operation Stack. Thanks, government.